I read this super chat on Friday Night Tights, but I thought it would be a good one to start up the super chat square up. It comes from Daniel. It's for $100. $100, that's right. For all the lonely people who find solace and friendship in geek escapism, you creators are the point at the tip of our lance in this worldwide culture war. Our Fandom Menace battle has now shown itself as the same fight just to feel the sun on our face or get a haircut. Hail, Daniel. From our good friend George Mahalo for $99.99. Hey there, Gary. First time in 3 weeks I received notification of chat. I'd rather be entertained with a real story and watch a film made by any random person out of all YouTube than one top professional from Disney or a Berkeley film grad from Texas. Hail, Nerdrotic.
Nerdrotic.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Friday Night Tights Super Chat Square Up with some technical difficulties that the Patreon audience got to watch. It was quite fun. And we are here to do the 12-hour late Super Chat Square Up. But life happened today. There were some things I had to take care of that just needed taken care of. So I'm doing it tonight, and we will give these things their proper time. Macho Madness. For $10, what are your opinions on the 2003 Clone Wars with Grievous being an absolute terror to the Jedi, Yoda wrecking droid ships in the sky with the Force, and Windu owning droids without his lightsaber? And that, again, is the cartoon by the guy who did Samurai Jack, and I thought that was far superior to the Clone Wars we got afterwards. Sorry, I did. I know there's barely any dialogue. It's just brilliant, and it got buried. I don't know if George didn't like it or not, but I loved it when it came out. Thought it was great. And it also started giving us a look of what the Clone Wars and what could have been. And that's the story of Star Wars now, isn't it? It's what could have been. George Lucas didn't understand his own work. It grew beyond him and didn't understand the fandom. And Disney doesn't understand the fandom. There's a lot of... Fandom is a tough thing to figure out, okay? In a lot of ways, we're an easy lay. In a lot of ways, we are very high maintenance. It just depends. It just depends. You know what? It doesn't have to be that good of a story, to be honest with you. There's a lot of us who like a lot of crap, including yours truly. But when the story goes bad because of the obvious reasons, identity politics and all that stuff, that's when we get our feathers ruffled. Now, there'll be a lot of talk about The Last of Us 2. That kind of took over it was a great show last night, by the way. That was an all-timer Friday Night Tights. We had 4,500 people watching. If I would have left it on the channel, which listen, I'll tell you in a second. If I'd have left it on the channel, it probably would have been at 60,000 views by now. And all of the Friday Night Tights, if you count the views that are on the channel, because they trickle in, even though I unlist them, they still trickle in. They're usually like 20, 30,000, and then they get another 20,000 on the channel. The problem is, and I saw it, it was measurable. My subs were going at a pretty decent rate. My subs are consistent. They for a while now, there's no major dips and there's no major peaks. It's just the same, which is great. It means you're growing, so I'm very happy. I call it cruising speed. But you see it stop immediately when a live stream goes up. And it's got to be an algorithm bug or what they do with recommendations, because I don't think there's a group of people out there who go, I hate live streams. There might be one or two. But it's always an even number. It's very strange. So that's why I have Nerdrotic Live. And it ends up evening out anyway. Certainly, I would love to have everything just on one channel to make it easier. Because as much as I talk about Nerdrotic Live, I've got 237,000, going to be 238 by Monday, and or maybe tomorrow. And, I got 24,000 on, and I talk about it all the time. But that's life. It's okay. I'm very grateful for YouTube and this platform, but I've been very disappointed in YouTube for a couple things. The most disappointing thing is not The Last of Us. I hate seeing my friends get copyright struck, but it ends up working out for them in the end. It worked out for me. It worked out for Mecca when it happened to her, and Anna, that Star Wars girl, and Jeremy, and it's going to work out. And good. If these companies want to be effing stupid and grow channels and put a spotlight on our cause, thank you. Thank you. Now, there's another video that was taken off this platform that, if we even talk about it. So I am probably going to do my very first BitChute only video. And I'm going to talk about that because whether you believe that video, whether you like that video or not, it's not a matter of belief because the video had two very credible sources. Now, can doctors be partisan? Of course, that's been my point all along. So are we going to believe one side over the other? Because, I thought it was about science. So my problem with that is YouTube stepped way over the line with that one. That was the beginning of the end. Listen, I know a lot of people are like, YouTube is dying. It's the second most viewed thing on the planet, and it's growing like crazy. But that, I think, could have been the beginning of the end. That completely turned me off. And I guess I was hoping against hope that the people in charge were people. Like, we don't agree on some things. We agree on some things. But generally, they're not going to play in these games, and they did. And it's like, whoa. And we just saw it in real time. I was really disappointed with that. And again, doesn't really matter what's in that video, as long as it's not saying crazy shit. And listen, there's crazy shit. I understand that. I understand that they need to get crazy shit off this platform. You have to do that individually. Now, while I understand it, in extreme cases, yeah, totally. I'm not against that at all. I'm not this black or white issue. I'm not a free speech absolutist. But I would let most of it go because we're adults and we'll figure it out. And, if some people want to believe that stuff, nature, just takes its course. You know what I'm saying? It does. Jonathan Aldridge. Gary, would you go to a movie theater if the screen room was wargaming and streaming took place? Yeah, I would. I would check that out. I think it would be fun. I don't know. Maybe it'd be like a drive-in theater. I don't know if the kids would like it. I'm an old man. But I think it would be fun to do like this communal gaming streaming thing with a crowd. As a matter of fact, I don't want to tell too many of my plans, or I don't want to spout off too many of my plans out loud because, people take them, which that's fine. But I've got one I'm keeping to myself. I have a big plan for this channel, like a big plan. I know sometimes I don't look like it, but I do. And that's going to happen, well, whenever we get off lockdown, which might be me having to move out of this state. I'll tell you right now, folks, I'm not going to be locked down for the rest of the year. Just flat out not happening. I will move. I will move to a state that's not locked down and rent a house or something. And I don't know what I'll do with this place. Shit. But yeah, I'm not going to be locked down the rest of the year. No fucking way. Mary Ashmead for $2 sent she said, if I put my see, it makes the little kitty fart hearts. I like that. I do. All hail. Thank you, Mary Ashmead, by the way. It was good to see you, and it was good to see everyone there. I saw a lot of old faces that I haven't seen in a while on the stream, so that's good. Star Weaver for $2. All hail, you are all the best. No, you're the best. You guys are the best. You really are. I mean, I have fun with the guys. There's only one bummer about this, and it is a bummer. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but it was fun, and believe me, these days will probably happen again. I understand that. But I did like being able to talk to everybody in the chat. I did. Lars Hansen for Time for a Revolution, down with woke and feminist, intersectional feminist. Let's be specific on that one, Lars. Intersectional. Thank you very much for the 50 Danish krona. The woke is going down as far as the general audience. I think the centrists, where I've been for a long time, are swaying a different direction right now. And yeah, it's we'll see in a few months. I don't think much of this is going to sell. Hollywood is in all kinds of trouble right now. But then there's weird things going on. Like I'm seeing like football trades still happen, and so there's some days where it looks like it's, and I guess some places are opening up. So, but Hollywood is in deep shit right now. And we talked a little bit about Viacom CBS being for sale, and possibly Netflix buying Viacom and CBS without Star Trek. Though I give them $5. I give them $5 without Star Trek. I mean, what the hell would you want without Star Trek? I know there's a bunch of rumors out there about who's going to buy what, and honestly, we're going to hear 50 rumors from here on. I'm looking into the Star Trek thing. I'm reaching out to my furloughed source right now. So that's the thing. Here's the one thing I do know for a fact. There's speculation about companies buying companies, but as far as rumors go right now, there's no meetings going on. There's meetings going on Zoom and stuff like that, but there's nothing going on to where you're going to have an extra ear in the room or something like that. You're going to have to be directly involved in that meeting, and the rumors are going to dry up unless, I don't know. There's a big thing happened in Doctor Who. The Cartmel plan, apparently, I guess Screen Rant and Bleeding Cool spouted that what Chibnall's doing is all in line with, and I'm gonna hopefully, I was supposed to do a live stream today with Bolstrek, and I couldn't. I get this thing. My day kind of went sideways. I was all freaking jazzed up last night. I was like, my God, that was such a good show. I couldn't get to sleep till like 3 a.m. Then I slept in too long. I got a phone call from my mom, and it's like my day went sideways. But some days are better than others. That's why we do one day at a time, folks. That's why we do one day at a time. So the hormone of the gods twice goes, do it. Now, I'm going to have that video ready to go on Friday Night Tights, by the way, the do it. I've got a new one, though. I've got a new one for the video that's going to come out tomorrow. Scott Eastwood as Nathan Drake. Look him up. No, he would be a perfect Nathan Drake. And I played Uncharted, the first one, horribly. By the way, my friend John tried to get me into it because he's like, you'll really like this. It's like Indiana Jones, and National Treasure. And I played it and I sucked at it, but it was fun. It was like, I was having fun, but I suck at video games. I do. Now, this is the week. I am going to play Witcher, and it'll be on Twitch. I'm going to do it. So this is the week. It might be, I'm shooting for, it'll probably be Saturday. It'll probably be a week from today. It's still Saturday here. It's 10:40 p.m. on the West Coast. Mr. Gentleman, hashtag release the tax cut successful. Take this for all the entertainment. Also, if a big time company came out right now with a vocal anti-SJW stance, they'd literally grab up every burned nerd fan base right now. You're absolutely right. There is a huge audience out there hungry for escapist entertainment. DC could do that. But listen, this woke thing in Hollywood, and when I say woke, folks, I'm talking about elitist, uber fundamentalist, progressive, leftist, psychotic, virtue signaling, vanity cause politics, not real world Joe Blow and Jane Blow. Jane Blow, going to the 9 to 5, working in the dentist's office, working at the factory, working at the grocery store, entrepreneur, salt of the earth, or what Hollywood sees as salt of the earth people, real people. Yeah, I did the 9 to 5 grind for, let me think about it. From 94 to 2 years ago. And there's people who've done it a lot longer than I have. But I could go back to it if I had to. It's honest work, and it's great. And I'm thinking a lot of people are wishing they can go back right now. But, Hollywood doesn't understand that. They don't understand that we don't want, with certain stuff, sure. But we'll choose that. We don't need it injected in absolutely everything. Give it a fucking rest. Eric Newquist for $1.99. What's in the rumors on Lucas coming back? I don't think he will. He's old. I think... Okay. Here's the only way George Lucas would come back. If somebody gave him Star Wars. Or if, say, Apple bought Disney and brought him in, he couldn't just have creative control over it. He would have to own a portion of it, I think, and have absolute creative control. And then I would say, that's not good. That's not good. I don't think George is the answer. I really thought Disney was the answer. I did. I thought Kathleen Kennedy would, I never thought she would be this person who would get involved in the creative decisions, but I thought she would hire the right people. I had no idea Kathleen Kennedy was a complete identitarian. But she's from Berkeley, so duh. You're freaking, it comes out of your breast milk. You're weaned on that shit. Berkeley's a crazy town. You have to go there to understand. All people do is talk about politics. That's like all they fucking talk about. It's pretty much all they talk about here, or at least old San Francisco, prior to the tech boys coming here. That's why so many of the tech boys got super woke when they came here, because San Francisco is a town. It's like, hi, my name's Jim. Bush is an idiot. It's like, okay. Nice weather. That's San Francisco. What's a good name for Karen Kennedy's team of fembots at Disney? Team Tampon, the Panty Wetters, or the Queef Click? Flashy Vic for £5. Jesus. Well, I like the fembots. I like the fembots. Or the Karen bots. The Karen bots. I like that one. You gotta, keep it clean a little bit. That's what I try. But thank you, Flashy Vic, for the £5. Crazus one for $5. Nerdrotic. Keep supporting the few local comic shops left. I will. I don't shop at mine. There's a lot of reasons I don't go to mine. I've only been to my shop. I've only been inside my shop since I sold it twice. And it was two different free comic book days to go get Junior a couple of free comics and buy him some comics. And I shit you not, there is stuff there on the shelf that I left that's still there. And it's almost 6 years. So, they moved the counter. That was about the only thing they did. I don't think they ever figured out the sound system. So I got a sound bar, and you get this app. It's a Kronos app, and they could never figure it out. I don't think they've ever turned on the TVs. They asked me to come help them. I went a couple times. Brian wasn't there. And then me and Brian got into a little thing, and I didn't feel like going and being helpful. Trent M. for $1.99. Jeremy, Cecil thinks Anna is a lesbian. Thoughts? Anna is a lesbian. No. She's got a boyfriend, right? Well, who knows, man? No, I'm just kidding. No, Anna is, I believe Anna is straight, but that'd be a better question for Jeremy. I don't talk to Anna very much. So, Senny Boy 7. You guys are amazing. Keep up the good work. Why, thank you. Thank you for the €229. Well, wouldn't Cecil know? I mean, Cecil talks to her all the time, right? I think Cecil's a lesbian, personally. Chris Zeke, just here to see if Sony copy strikes the live stream. They didn't. I think they realized that they done fucked up. They done fucked up. We'll see if they get... listen, Ricada Law put up memes yesterday on his video, and there's going to be a meme in my video tomorrow. Just one, though. But I don't discuss the details, but I hint strongly at them. You'll see when it comes out. Chris Swain, FYI, Naughty Dog is a wholly owned subsidiary of Sony Interactive Entertainment. You are dealing with Sony directly. Can't wait to watch you make an example of them. Never give up, never surrender. Yeah, fuck Sony. Tom Rothman for going after individuals. And I think, here's what I think happened. It could, because nothing has been struck down that I know of in the last couple of days. But I could be wrong on that one. I know they're going after websites. They got Kiwi Farms. And yeah, by the way, the video you guys see, that I reserve the right to update it before it's coming out at, I believe, 9 a.m. in the morning. I was going to release it tonight, and then it got too late. I'm like, I don't want to release it Saturday night. Obi-Wan, 27883. Huntington Beach is my city. Protest bad policies. Yeah, again, I almost called off the show and went to the beach. Almost. Maybe next time. Now, let me be clear. You should still practice social distancing. This is a very serious situation. I just think California in particular is doing some dangerous things for the future. I hope I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll say I was wrong. But I don't think I am. Filoni is too in love with Ahsoka for my taste, says Andre Fernandez. For we'll say $20. We'll just say $20. Thank you, Andre. It's his character. It's his character. I'll be honest with you guys with the Clone Wars. I'm just not into it. I'm not. I'm happy for people who are happy that it's good. I want fans to be happy. That's my whole point of view on that one. I'm not going to review it. And something I've talked about this before, and it's not really, I mean, the Clone Wars was a good show. I saw the movie and that premiered it, and it was terrible. But I got into the show, but I never got that into the show. I thought it was okay. I didn't like the animation very much. They look like they're, carved out of wood. They look like they're whittled action figures. But the storytelling was good in it. I'm just done with Star Wars. I'm not joking. It's like it does nothing for me. And it's so unbelievable that it does nothing for me, because if you knew me 20 years ago, if you knew me 10 years ago, I was a huge fucking Star Wars fan. So, yeah. As Morgan for $10 says, shite, I'm late. What'd I miss? Just one of the best live streams ever. And I'm not kidding this time. But it's okay, because you can watch it on Nerdrotic Live. Bowie 8085. Guys, there is no such thing as spoiling crappy entertainment. You're right there. You're right. But I've always tried to not spoil things. But I think you're doing, well, I think that's why it leaked. Now, I don't know who leaked it, and it doesn't really matter. If you see the leaks from The Last of Us 2, when you're into those characters at all, you're going to be pissed. And there's no context. The only context is it's a dream sequence. That's the only thing. It's a dream sequence. If it's not a dream sequence, it's horrific. And it looks like they're trying to go all Game of Thrones on us, Game of Thrones kills characters. That's all it was about. No. Game of Thrones is, a lot of people read a lot of things into it, and you can interpret A Song of Ice and Fire in a lot of ways. George doesn't know what it is anymore. George started this thing, and he's basically, his subconscious is writing this book. He's letting these characters actually live, and he doesn't have a plan right now. He's just, I think he's probably, trying to wrap things up, but he kind of let it go. I mean, there's a whole book where not a lot happens. There's no dragons. There's no zombies. Most of the major characters are not in it, or they're like Jon Snow's a side character. You only see him through Sam's point of view. You don't get Daenerys. You don't get a lot of people. It's crazy. You follow Brienne on this like meandering trip, and Ariana from Dorne, and you find out the Dorne master plan, and you just find out the plan at the end. But I still love it. I still love the book. But I mean, well, you get, freaking Lady Stoneheart. That's badass though. So I guess you do get a white. Bowie 8085 for $4.99. They want to copy what they did to Doctor Who onto Star Wars. Why? Why can't these people stop and die along with their ideals? It's not normal. Their ideals, they have no ideals. These are borrowed ideals that they think make them look cool and relevant. Hollywood is filled with vapid, soulless people. It is. There's also a lot of creative people, but it's a very shallow town. It's an extremely shallow town that loves to talk about itself. Jonathan Aldridge, if they keep quiet, would that not be restricting free speech? If the people quit, would that not be restricting free speech? No, quiet. Okay, if the people quiet. If they keep, I'm tired. If they keep people quiet, would that not be restricting free speech? Like YouTube? Yes, it's restricting free speech. But the problem is, we have free speech here outside of a public forum. So they can restrict whatever the hell they want. Now, does that make it right? No. Is there going to be policy someday? Yes, there absolutely is. Right now, Silicon Valley has every single California politician in their pocket, but there will be a day where the politicians come gunning for them, and it'll be when the state needs money. There's going to be a class action lawsuit against YouTube someday about how they pay people, and it probably will fuck everything up for everyone. It probably will. So I'm enjoying this while it lasts. I made a video on the leaks, but after I heard about the strikes you all were getting, I decided not to upload it. Oh, should I still upload it despite not having a lawyer? As Mogan, yes, upload your video. Upload it. I mean, you're not going to get sued. Trust me, you're not going to get sued. Upload your video. Do it now. Cooking with Ruthie, Star Wars for Life for $4.99. Hashtag Ryan Cannell 10K. Amazing YouTuber. Check him out. Did he get to 10,000? Did my boy Ryan get to 10,000? I didn't check. Hang on. Let's see where he's at. I honestly didn't know where he was at. He's at 8,490. He'll get there. Okay. So, The Last of Us 2 is pretty hot in the algorithm. If Sony keeps striking channels down, this shit's going to last forever. If they stop right now and just lift these copyright claims and do not discuss publicly their spoilers until the game comes out, it'll probably cool down. But when the game comes out, it's going to be a shit show. It's going to be an absolute shit show. Trust me. The game is supposed to be out already. Elric Newquist for $1.99. Were you under double secret probation? LOL. Were you under double secret probation? Probably. Well, that's kind of what Ryan's under right now. He's got 2 strikes. So yes, he is. Thank you for the $1.99. Jack Random for $2. I would give $60 to a lawsuit if you do it before Sony. Jack Random, awesome. That's who we'd have to sue. That's who you'd have to go over. That would be a tough lawsuit, though. What I would do in that situation is try to crowdfund it and drag Sony's name through the mud. Kind of like what we did with CBS last year. CBS did this shit last year. They found a third-party company, and they hit a bunch of us. They hit me. That's why Nerdrotic Live is here. Private Halo 117 for $4.99. I guess Cobra 1, we are all on their healthcare system now. Hail Cobra. A lot of people are, yeah. Thanks for coming on Smudcast, Jeremy. Glib facsimile for $2. The Smudcast. Wow. Jeremiah Gehrig for $5. Time to take back our fandoms with our wallets. Hashtag Orc Lives Matter. Hashtag Nodded Dog. Naughty Dog. Nod Dead Dog. Hashtag Nod Dead Dog. I think I like my hashtag. We do not kneel, and you just spelled the name Neil. But thank you, Jeremiah, for the $5. Philip A. Demick for $5. I'm really grateful to the Star Wars sequels for making such a good bad example for so many things. Overly sarcastic productions, May 1st, 2020. Yes. Eric K. What's up, Eric? What's up? Jeremy, do not let it slip. Gary holds the Fandom Menace meetings at the Bohemian Grove. Oh, damn. I just let it slip. You let it slip, dude. Now you're going to have to dance naked in front of Moloch for 24 hours straight. And we're going to have to give you a hallucinogen. And you're going to have to do a mock sacrifice. Just a mock sacrifice this time, Eric. But next time, it's the real thing. Christina Nardone definitely won't be purchasing Sony PlayStation 5 when it's released. Christina, that is where I come into the picture. Because I wasn't going to get Last of Us 2. But I was going to get my son a Sony PS5. And now I'm not. Bummer for him. But honestly, my kid loves Steam. Steam's awesome. I think Steam's going right now. I'm waiting here. Oh, it's updating, of course. When I click on it, it updates. Crispy Critters for $5. Debating an SJW is like arm wrestling Stephen Hawking. You still you still have an easy win, but it's just not satisfying. Alrighty. Star Killer Oval for what the hell? Oh, it's Polish. 25 Polish dollars. Imagine doing the same in sports. I need a black woman as a coach. Give me a gay striker. Ridiculous. Yes. That might be coming though. That might be coming. Gwyn Blade for $5. Gents, Drinker just took Naughty Dog out behind the woodshed. The internet is undefeated. As always, the Drinker is forever undefeated. No, that video was great. That was a great video. I hope mine is like a tenth as good. If mine is a tenth as good, I'll be okay. Tiger Mam's PTA Tour 2020. Says stupid monkey. For $2. Agent Zero for $10. SJWs treat minorities like a shield to hide their lazy, crappy story behind and then don't understand why they aren't making money off of them. Must be the ists. And that's exactly what's going on. They think they're doing everything right, and they think society is going downhill. They think they are the enlightened ones, and society, we're just a bunch of plebs. And they don't understand that they're in this freaking stupid little bubble of brain-dead simpletons who have a talent. Okay, they have a talent. The thing is, and maybe Hollywood's just maybe, I don't know. I think it's just too far gone, to be honest with you. Because even 20 years ago, and I've talked about this before, people in Hollywood did other things. So they were a little more well-rounded as human beings. So some guy worked in construction, but then he fell into Hollywood and became an actor or worked as a set designer. And there's still a lot of that, in the ground level. But when it comes to there's people, there's a lot of people. There's so many film and editing schools now, and they're just churning out people. And it's just driven the price down, by the way. The pay in Hollywood sucks right now. It absolutely sucks. Everybody goes there for notoriety. You move to Hollywood to live in an apartment in Van Nuys, and I guess there's nothing wrong with that if you're, a 30-something or even a 20-something. But is that what you want to do? You want to be, think about it. Not everybody can be Robert Meyer Burnett, Robert Meyer Burnett is like a blue-collar Hollywood guy. He gets jobs all the time because he's well-connected, but man, you have to have your hustle on, and it has to be on all the time. And it really doesn't matter how talented you are. It does not matter at all. I was editing with people. I freaking edited circles around these people. But I wasn't very good at playing the game. I'll admit it. John Ellis Bush. I wonder if Naughty Dog will ever turn over a new Boulder. Doubt it. No, once you're gone, you're gone. And all it takes is a couple of crappy games. Quite frankly, you think there'll be another Uncharted? And if The Last of Us 2 fails, now Az thinks it's going to do very, very well, and it might. I don't know. I would think it probably turns out like Battlefield 5, which still sold a lot of games, but it wasn't up to expectations. But I'll, I believe Az over me. He knows way more about it than I do. Noah Crandall for $5. I got nothing to add. Just think you guys are cool. You're cool too, Noah. Thank you. John Zeller. I love you guys. I haven't laughed this hard in years. Thanks so much. It was funny. My face hurt yesterday. I was laughing so much. It had been a long time. Rob Addis for $2. Critical Drinkers video nails it. It absolutely did. Go watch it. As a matter of fact, I'll link it in my video's description tomorrow. I have a list of links of all the videos that I watched on that subject because it's getting kind of Inception-y. I cover other YouTubers. I've done this before. It's weird that I did a video just like the one that's coming out tomorrow a year ago, almost to the day, when Captain Marvel, I talked about it last night, but when the Dawn footage came out, a bunch of people got struck on that one too. Paleo Geek Chris for $4.99. I have heard so much psychosis from so many people for so long. This is the funniest live stream I've ever heard. Rock on, gentlemen. Wow. Holy shit. That's cool. That's cool. No, the guys had a good time last night. I appreciate the fact that they want to come on and live stream with me. A lot of times I live stream by myself because sometimes I could be difficult to live stream with, but I don't know. I've always had an easy time with Jeremy and Odin and comics and Az. Yeah, he just fits right in, doesn't he? He's fucking great. Guy's a fucking star. He's a star. Wild Warlock. The Last of Us 2 will sell fine. My wife's boyfriend is buying us all a copy. Yes. And the chat was funny. See, the chat was hilarious. And that's it. Kyle Henley for $10. Thank you. He doesn't say anything, but thank you. YouTube Alex Jones Gay Frogs for Super Deluxe. Thank you, Modelicious, for $2. I'll eat an asshole. I'll eat my neighbor. I'll admit it. Hang in there, Az, says number one Marvel fan for $15. Oh, he ain't going anywhere. He's got this shit. Don't fuck with Az. Gary, try turning your mic completely off. Oh, okay. And I know what you mean there. That's what I ended up doing. I ended up unplugging it and plugging it back in, and it kind of helped. But I figured it out today, right after I bought a new mic and a soundboard, so this shit never happens again. Wendy Vega for $5 just because. Thank you, Wendy. I'm sorry I didn't get to read it last night. I apologize to everyone. It was just, I get tired. But, and with Az there, I mean, it's just, they're going to be long. And with me there, they're going to be long. Doom's cock got cut from Extraction. It did? That would have made it better. Ian Slater for $2. Doomcock liked it. Mrs. Nerderotic did not like it. That's why I didn't watch it. I have to be very strategic about my time right now. So today, God, totally sideways. So all this work, I had to jam in the work at the end of the day. Completely forgot I had asked everybody, all the Brits and a Canadian. I'm like, hey, let's live stream and talk about the Doctor Who thing on Saturday. And I fucking spaced it this morning. I was so mad at myself. But before that, I was in this office for 3 days straight, just getting it done. Group of Karens is called a complaint. Lady Gravemaster, that is great. We were wondering what a group of Karens were, like a murder, a cackle. But no, a complaint. I love that. I got to remember that, Lady Gravemaster. Thank you. Russian Bot 1918 for $10. If Cuckman cared about women, maybe he shouldn't have fired Amy Hennig. That's right. Now, I didn't bring that up in my video because for not writing woke BS. No, but Drinker brought that up, and Cuckman, Cuckman is, you know what he is. He is projecting that shit hard. So I could be wrong, but maybe, he had a little daughter and went, oh, I was completely awful to women. I'll be honest with you. I've never felt that way. I've struck out with my share, but I've never gone, I really regret how I treated that somebody because I abused them. Now, my first wife and I didn't get along, but it was the opposite of abuse. It was long silences. Culture Casino says a cankle of Karens. That's terrible. That's funny. Shit. Hopefully you guys stay safe and don't let these SJWs win. Number one Marvel fan, never, ever. Culture Casino, a plague of Karens. That one's good. Thank you for the $2. That one's good. Number one Marvel fan for $10. Watched Disney's Insider on Plus, and dang, Mulan is entire female crew. The producer said they don't like macho men on set. All coming is female-made entire crews. No macho men on set. Well, listen, the spoilers from The Last of Us 2, it's pure symbolism. No, they don't want macho men. Believe me, there is going to be such a comeback of the macho man. Ladies, it's all up to you. It is entirely up to you. So pretty much Jason Momoa is acceptable. And any movie he's going to be in now is probably going to make $1 gazillion as long as he takes his shirt off. I totally vote for him doing another Conan movie. I think he would be fucking great as Conan, and that you just need a better script. Mark C for $10. Jeremy, if your eyebrows ever find my mother's inner thighs, she's 72 and widowed, make sure you look up and give her a wink. Make her feel appreciated. That is a reference to a joke yesterday. Diego Flores for 5 pesos. Jeremy, you should take it down if you take too long. You will lose the trademark because failure to protect trademark. I told him that. There is an issue with transformative, but it's not what I've seen. Let me put it this way. What we're referencing is there's a YouTuber out there who I will never name on this channel, who's using Jeremy's logo right now. And he absolutely would get his ass sued off. And I'll tell you why. Jeremy's got more money than that dude. And that's what lawsuits are about. It's who can get the better lawyer. Jeremy can get the better lawyer than the dude who's got the smaller channel. So Jeremy wins the case. Absolutely. 1,000%. So, if Jeremy sees this, I don't know if he watches the Super Chat Square Ups, but I've told him to do it. I would do the same. So, as far as like my videos are concerned, if somebody takes footage out of my videos or is critical of me, I don't care. I don't care. I will never, ever, ever flag a video. I don't block anybody on Twitter. I don't mute anybody. I just would never do that. You come after my trademark, it's on. It's absolutely on. I'm going to lawyer up and I'm going to sue you. Because, I mean, I designed it. So I had help. My initial design was crap. And that animation was done by, he took my image, my refined image, and then the animation was done off of my refined image. And that was really cool. But, no. Yes, you have to protect that. That's exactly what my lawyer told me. So when the Nerd Report had the Facebook logo that looked like mine, I made sure to contact them immediately. And my lawyer, I don't know if Louis Lecca got the cease and desist from my lawyer. I think it got changed before it got written. I don't know. Mrs. Nerdrotic was handling it. But somebody showed me that the Nerd Report on their Facebook page had a logo that looked a lot like mine, except red. And I was gonna shoot him a cease and desist, but they changed it, so that's fine. And then I cease having a problem with it. I saw a logo on Twitter that looked a lot like mine. I don't know. But I think it's transformed enough. I have to think about that one. I honestly didn't think I was going to get trademarked, to be honest with you. I like the glasses with the tape. It's so universally used in so many things. I just thought they were going to say no way, and they said yeah. So I'm like, all right. But it's specific to YouTube and to content creation and other things. There is a cheese company in Wisconsin that what is it? What were they called? Like Nerd Curds, that used a logo that looked a lot like mine, but I can't do anything about it because I don't sell cheese. There it is. So, Black Tiger 001 for $10. Thinking about printing out Bounding into Comics article about The Last of Us. I want to roll it up like newspaper and swap it on Naughty Dog's nose. You should. No, we don't want to swap. Well, not any real dogs, but yeah, I would. Their metaphorical dog nose. Yes. Dogs are too good to be put in their name right now. Zero Duality for $2. Remember Streets of Rage 4 dropped today. So good. I've never heard of it. So that's the thing. See, I'm doing my gaming video. I'm doing a gaming video, but it's more about like it's a YouTube video. It's not about the game. That's why I'm going to do another pass, but I don't discuss the spoilers, and I'm not going to pretend to you that I'm going to play this game, but the story got bigger than the game itself. So I think it's okay for me to make a video, because I generally don't make videos off of stuff I don't watch, play, or read. I'm not one of those type of people. I don't know. There's something that's... But this, I mean, when they hit my friends and stuff, then I feel like I can make a video. Sebastian Annan for $2. I'll simp for you, Gary. Oh, Sebastian, thanks. The Nerdrotic simps. I got my own simps. Do I need to show some thigh? You want to see it? No, you don't. You really don't. Vogue for 50 Mexican dollars. Weekly Shonen Jump open up their prized Tezaku manga contest up for international participation. Any thoughts on them expanding internationally? I think manga needs to take this moment and swoop in on the American comic book audience and see if they can win them over. Now, that's going to be a tough sell, Vogue. Now, I mean, absolutely no disrespect to manga. I respect it. I like some of it. But the art, some of it's really good and some of it isn't, just like American comic book art, but it's a tough sell to some American comic book audiences. But now is the time. And if you get the kids, absolutely. So if they get into Scholastic, which they're doing already, I think, I mean, this next generation will be, well, I don't know. I could say they might be, this generation's more into manga than comics already. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad for me to say, but it's true. And good for manga. At least we'll have some kind of serialized storytelling out there. And I'll just have to learn to read in the other direction. Better than I do right now. A cunt of Karens, says Aaron13. That's terrible, but funny. Hey, gents, bit late, but how about a complaint of Karen? Somebody already called that, Sean Weldon, the great Lady Gravemaster. Thank you for the great content and the laughs, says Oliver McDonald for £2. You are quite welcome, Oliver. Thank you for all the support. Everyone in here. Peter, Ironcast, Mother, RR, Eric K, everybody in the chat. I'm going to check in on you guys. Hang on. My Hero Academia. That's right, Josh. But you bring in the cheddar, says RR. Ah, that's funny. I see what you're doing there. So we still got Lord Funkicus and Josh and RR and TR French. What's up? Liger fan, what's up? Just checking in on you guys. Okay. This is my live Patreon audience. So what I'll do for Patreon is I'll record this. I will put up the video on Patreon first for a couple hours so you guys have exclusive access to it. And I'll pull this stream down. But again, at the end, I am going to preview, we'll call it the rough cut of my video. I still have to replace one thing. In one sentence, I said instance when I should have said instances. Yes, sometimes you have to redo an entire video because you meant to say instances, but I said instance. You know, if you're being snarky and you're making fun of a company, if you make a gaffe, which I make all the time, by the way, but if it's fixable, I fix it. Sometimes I load the video up, I see the gaffe, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm not redoing this shit. Jeremy, you could always start a new channel called Geeks and Karens. Riff Magos, don't give them any ideas. That would be a hilarious skit with Geeky Candy. Once she's done trying to make more humans on the planet. Peter Ford, since there are no more redheads, does that mean the evil, nasty Baron Harkonnen in Dune will be swapped with a woman? No, a black woman, Peter. Not that it matters, okay? Not that it matters. If you're going to swap with a woman, it might as well be a black woman. That's fine. But it's not fine to gender swap from source material. It's not. You know what? Make a new story. Make a new story and put all the women in it you like. That's what George did. And you know what? I read the hell out of A Song of Ice and Fire. And it... You know, there's a chapter in there. Well, there's a Game of Thrones episode called Cripples, Bastards, and Broken Things. That's what A Song of Ice and Fire is about. It's a fantasy novel about all the sidekicks and leftovers and children. All the big bads and the heroes die because war is bad. And it's an interesting look. It's nowhere near as good as The Lord of the Rings because at the end of the day, I like a freaking hero, an idealized hero, and be it male or female. I like the hero's journey. I guess I'm old-fashioned. I mean, nihilist fantasy writing. The thing is, it's not right now. It depends on how it ends, though. But there's still, like, stuff at play. Fizenthorpe for $5. So they want men to play women and not be masculine. And they want the women not to be sexy. What the fuck do they want men to be? They want to be men to be soy boys. No, they're okay, I'm going to look straight at the camera and I'm going to tell you exactly what they want. And I will be called a crazy person now, but it's the same when you said, all of Hollywood is getting woke as hell and it's because they want to They all want to be socialists. All these rich people who lived out the American dream want to be hardcore socialists or communists. But they do. But no, there is a real movement to put women in charge completely. They want a matriarchy. They want to move to a matriarchy. No, this isn't crazy. This is what they are moving towards. That's what they want. I want an egalitarian society where men and women work together equally, and the best person for the job gets the job. And if it's a woman, great. We'll have a woman president. It'll happen. And great. Hopefully she is a damn good one. That's all I care about. I don't care what she looks like. I don't care who she sleeps with. I just want a good president that brings people together. Never fucking happen, but that's what I want. But no, time's up. They want a matriarchy. They think that I have conversations with San Franciscans all the time. And the mantra of late over the last 3 years is old men have been destroying this planet. They need to be taken out of power. We need women to run things for a little while, and there won't be wars or starvation. They actually think it'll be different. And it won't. I'm sorry, it won't. Because humans are humans, ultimately. Are there some evil men? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. That's why we need the balance. Do I want a patriarchy? No. No. Absolutely not. But, and I'm not saying these people are sane. They're not. They're not. But that's what they're moving towards. I read a big old article 3 years ago about the European Parliament, and that's what they were talking about. So, I mean, I didn't pull this idea out of my ass. I read about it. I read about it a lot, and it's crazy. Yeah. Europe. I mean, it's great over there. It is. I guess you just get used to it. It's like, it's probably the same as, me living in California. There's probably people in Texas and other places going, I don't know how you live there. It's so expensive. It's just because I've lived here all my life. I'll probably go to Texas and I'll like go out to eat and only spend like $20 and probably weep on my dinner bill with happiness. Like, I didn't know things could be this cheap, and then go park somewhere for free. I remember free parking. Oh my God. I remember in San Diego, your property tax paid for your trash. I pay $175 a month for trash takeout. And I lease the cans. So there's a non-refundable deposit lease on the cans. I pay $175 a month for trash. And like if my sidewalk gets cracked up, I got to pay for it. It's thousands of dollars. You have to retrofit your house for a certain type of retrofitting for earthquake, and you have to comply, and it's thousands of dollars. Now, of course, the city is there to give you a loan. Yeah, I want the fuck out of here. Resistance is futile for Callisto 836 for $2. Thank you. I mean, from Callisto 836 for $2. Thank you. Mother Brand 1 Ned for $5. What are your group opinions about Star Citizen? Is it a scam? Will it ever come out? Did you guys play? No. Is it a crowdfunded game? Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I have to look it up. But the art looks cool. The art looks very cool. I don't know. Has anybody in the chat heard of it? And you guys heard of Star Citizen? Get to the chopper. I used to have my Arnold Schwarzenegger soundboard. I used to get really bored at work when I was a parts guy down in Escondido, California. So and it was just me and the general manager's son working in there, so we could fuck off all day. It was great. So we got our Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember when soundboards were a big thing in the 90s? So you just hit a key and it'd go, get to the chopper. And we'd start doing it over the PA. And then we started recording our own sound boards. And then because the PA system at the dealership was a phone number. So it was an extension that you hit, but you could call the phone number from your house and say shit over the PA. So we started fucking with people. And we started playing South Park over the PA, and then a couple times I played porn over the PA. Those are the days. Those were the days. Da, 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 da. I wonder if I can... Oh, I can, huh? Real. No, it won't show now. That's weird. Yeah, so Steam won't show. Oh, that's that stupid bug with Oh, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's still not it. That's it. Yeah, there's a stupid bug with OBS. Like certain windows it doesn't show. I'm not going to bother figuring it out. I was going to show Witcher a little bit. All right. So where was I? Okay. Hey, Az, is it time for the prayer? Hashtag TTSL. I have no idea what that is. Sorry, Darkest Shadow, for $10. I'm going to pass that on to him. I gotta remember that one. Okay, cool. Hang on. I'm gonna pass that on to him because I have no idea what it means, and you paid $10 for it, so what the hell? Here it goes. I'm just pulling up his... Got this super chat. Have no idea what it means. It was for you. Paid $10. All right, so there. He got the message. I didn't want you to waste your $10, so he got the message. And then we got Stephen Peach for $10. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. Doesn't say anything. Me, Myself, and I for $5. And again, thank you, Stephen. SJWs condemn everyone else because deep down inside, they are horrible people and they expect everyone else must be equally horrible. Yes, they are judging everyone by their own standards and values, which are a little skewed, shall we say? Completely fucking nuts. We could say that too. Yeah, it's projection. It's everybody's like this. So, for example, when you hear people constantly complaining about, for example, YouTubers constantly complaining about grifting and blah, blah, blah. Those are generally people who would probably grift. Just look at the people shouting out the accusations. Projection, that's involved there. I've used that example before, but that's the case. That's always the case. Automata. Looks like Ricada Law just put up a vid on the Naughty Dog situation. Everyone's going in on it as Streisand effect influences. Yes, actually, Az talked about that, and I talk about it in my video. There's a certain point where the reason we're making videos, I'm sure most of you know this, the reason we're making videos is to bring attention to this, to show that it's a really fucking bad idea when you do this. Because when you do this, this is a giant billion-dollar corporation going after a guy in a pool house making videos. This is a giant billion-dollar corporation going after a guy in Britain. Both of them are locked down right now. Jeremy's wife can't go to work. My wife can't go to work. They hit Ryan. Ryan is a... No, I can't say... I almost say... Ryan is a dad. Ryan's a dad, and he is the only source of income right now, and he can't... Oh, I think he does go to work. I think he might be essential. I'm not sure. But his wife can't work either, I don't believe. So this giant billion-dollar corporation, because it's worried that its story getting out is going to ruin its sales tells you one thing. They're not going to change the fucking story. And they were really relying on that opening week when not everybody knows. And then you get through the game and people find out. So they were relying on people not knowing and then being shocked. I also think that they, Neil Cuckman made them a lot of money. So they gave him a lot of creative free reign and maybe didn't check on him, or maybe they're not quite aware of the gaming crowd. So they just thought he was doing the right thing. And this reaction, I believe, was extremely shocking to them. Because again, I think Neil Cuckman thought he was doing the cool thing, the right thing. It's not pro-female to make your woman a man. Now, if that's an individual choice that a young woman or young man or somebody who's, gender neutral wants to make, absolutely, do it all day. I have no problem with you. But you were talking about not sexualizing a character? I could argue that actually is what they're doing in there for a certain person. But that isn't just desexualizing a character. You designed all of these women off of buff women, and then you made them look like men. You didn't even use the designs that were there, where the women looked feminine and still looked like they could kick some ass, No, I think it's a weird fetish. I think it's a weird fetish with him. I could go a little step further, but I'll let you guys speculate. Maybe he's working something out. You never know. And the only reason I'm not saying is I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued. I'm not afraid to say shit. I just don't want to get sued. So I will just say maybe he's working some stuff out. We all are. We all are. Maybe not as much as he is, but we all are in something. Hey guys, screwed the first super chat. Start a club. I'll join. Stephen Peach, you are in the club. You are in the club of common sense. Thank you, Stephen, for $5. Zero duality. You have to craft scissoring, FYI. You have to craft scissoring. Oh, okay. As in like theory craft it, or you have to, it's actually a craft, or you have to be on the craft scissoring. I don't be specific, zero duality. G-Virus. Anita Sarkeesian is the new Resident Evil bioweapon sent to infect everyone, turning them into a woke SJW feminist zombie. Absolutely. There's your game. Did she ever deliver on her Kickstarter? Yeah, she doesn't care about YouTube anymore, so she just does podcasts, really like low tier stuff, and then puts it up here. Okay. Yeah, not a fan. I think people figured it out. That's usually what happens when you're fake ass, what, YouTube figures it out pretty quick and they don't come back. That's why it's just best to be honest the whole time and don't get any skullduggery. You can get into a lot of skullduggery and tomfoolery on YouTube. I stay away from all that shit. I try. 5 for the long ass instead of my own. Gingers rule Red Sonja. Hell yeah. Alt-Shift M. Anyone else find it ironic that the VA for Joel told people to keep an open mind? The voice actor. Anyone find it ironic that the voice actor for Joel told people to keep an open mind? Certainly, he wants to get money from his game, but I think that was also a red flag he was hoisting up for the audience. E. Hesking for $5. Hail Neurotic and his merry men. LOL, curious on everyone's opinion of Lucifer and Drinkers. If you hear from him, also, if you want a PS4, get God of War. I'm kind of done with Sony after this whole thing. And as far, I think you're talking about Drinker and Drinkers, if you hear from him. As far as Critical Drinker, I'm probably going to ask him back on the show like really soon if he's willing to come on. I was thinking within the next couple of weeks. I have another big YouTuber I'm going to reach out to and see if he'll come on. We've never talked before, but Lucifer. The show, I didn't like the show very much. I thought it was okay, but it was very procedural. The comic, the shit, it's great. The Legion of Reason, it's eye tipper Sarkeesian. It's it tipper. What? It's it tipper. Man, you lost me there. The Legion of Reason. It ipper Sarkeesian. Sorry if I screwed that up, but I'm not getting it. But if I heard it, I would probably get it. Reed Hubbard for $5. Did Anita Sarkeesian and the authors of those books that Druckmann showed slap him with a copyright suit for using their images in his PowerPoint? That's funny. That's funny. They should have. That's a very good question. God, if I keep doing this, I'm going to have to recut my entire video. Flicks by Cody. Love you guys, but the death of my movies and now games are making me depressed. And Flicks, it's making us all depressed. And right now, what we're doing is we are gathering together so we can laugh and finding a new way to be entertained. So again, I will repeat, because I hear this a lot from people. Why can't you be like Comicsgate? They go out and make their comics. Well, okay, I'm going to crowdfund a TV show. I need $500 million. No, we can't do that. But we are providing an alternative. While we are talking about entertainment, most of the time we're just talking to each other. We're telling each other stories, and people are hanging out. And as long as people are hanging out and enjoying it, we're going to do it. Believe me, I would rather watch a live stream than 99.9% of the scripted television out right now. And I mean, I would rather watch, and I don't mean this disrespectful at all. I would rather watch a Sporking News live stream, which are pretty damn good, than anything on television. Heard the ADL is going after Steam and PC gamers. Why? The Anti-Defamation League? Oh, they need something to do, probably, Mr. X. For 1,000 Chilean pesos. Thank you. Rin Wesley for $5. Neil sounds like a creep. I don't trust a guy who pretends to be guilty over having libido. No, never, ever trust a man. Ladies, I know you know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to mansplain you. Sorry. Ladies, don't ever trust a dude who calls himself a male feminist. Run. Get your pepper spray and fucking run. Or kick his ass, because you probably could. Kaz Devlin. Joke of the day. Is Sofa King... Okay. Joke of the day is Sofa King. We Todd did it. Getting Gary to say priceless. Hail all. Priceless. Kaz. You okay, buddy? You okay? Maybe it was from my joke earlier where I said you're much more likely to get you're much more likely to get a copyright strike from Naughty Dog than catch the beer bug. That's what I said earlier in the show last night. Dark Side Droids for $20. Thank you, gents, for fighting the good fight for those of us who would otherwise be unheard. Censoring speech tears at the fabric of what gaming and nerd culture in general represents. Hail the Fandom Menace. That is why they came after nerd culture. Dark Side Droids. That's why they came after it. Because it is a place where free speech used to be practiced. And it is a place where the heretics and the rebels used to go. But it has been fully infiltrated by the system. And I hate to break it to all those corporate punk rockers out there like Neil Cuckman. You are the system. You are not punk rock. You're the furthest thing from it. You're a sellout. You're a soulless sellout cog in the corporate machine. We are the punk rockers. We are the independent thinkers. We are the free thinkers. And we're taking some shit back. Ryan Champ for $4.99. Hey, Gary, here's some money. Jeremy, I sent you a DM on Twitter. Jeremy. Ryan Champ, send him. You know what? Just tweet at him, Ryan. If you're watching this, Ryan, just tweet at him. It's like me. It's tough to get a hold of us, but if it's an emergency, try to go to like Drunk 3PO or something like that to get a hold of him. Crash 6674. So how many cats does the average Karen have? 9. It's 9. Ash Ketchum for $5. Hail, just seeing what you guys think of Rey having a yellow lightsaber in the latest update of the Star Wars Battlefront 2. Because it's supposed to complete the phallic symbol because the yellow is the P coming out of the penis. That's the only thing I can think of. Culture Casino for $2. Jeremy just described a class action. Yes, class action lawsuit. Honestly, if those claims don't get lifted, everyone who got copyright claimed could start a class action lawsuit against Sony. Rakeda put up his video on the situation. Apparently, Kiwi Farms have the leaks available on their site and told Naughty Dog to pound sand. Yes, I saw them and I read them all. Absolutely know everything that's going to happen. I would not ruin it for you. It's fucking terrible. I don't know why they think this is a good idea. I know a little bit about the game now. I've done my homework. I've read pretty much all the Wikipedias. I've read people's comments on it. Now, I don't know ins and outs, but I know what happened in the game. And, you know, it's fucking post-apocalyptic story. Those don't do a lot for me, to be honest with you. Like, Cyberpunk is the kind of world I would probably want to get into. The Witcher, stuff like that. I mean, just broken down shit and shooting people in the face. It's like, it doesn't do it for me. But that being said, I can understand people liking Joel and Ellie, and I don't understand how you'd like this game then. Nothing escapes the lawyers, says R. Fletch for $2. No, nothing does. I expect this stream to be striked as keep up the good work, but the heel to the face, keep up the good work, put the heel to the fucks. That's what he said. Chris C's, thank you. Zelena, pronounced Zelena, for the Jeremy Fund. Thank you, Zelena. Thank you for the $9.99. For £5, classic English liberal. Gary, you are daring Disney, Marvel, BBC, Star Wars, and others to make woke crap by saying do it. Are you our favorite hobbies are our favorite hobbies finished? Are we black-pilled now? With Star Wars, yes. Unfortunately, that's what Dave Cullen refers to as the black pill. When you get to the point of just, fuck it, I'm done. Now, he kind of equates it to being nihilist. I am not a nihilist at all. But I know I choose my battles. I'm old. So I've been around a long time. Maybe you have too, classic English liberal. Then you will know that when you get older, you learn to choose your battles. And Star Wars is not one that I feel like fighting anymore. Because I don't think they're going to undo what they did in the Disney trilogy. I think Disney's going to undo Luke some more. So, okay, you win. I'm done. I'm just never going to give you money again. By the way, I've given you thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and thousands of hours of my time. And my kid's not into you. And quite frankly, the only kids that are probably into Star Wars is if their parents are Uber fans and they got them into it. But Star Wars needs kids to find Star Wars on their own, and they're not doing that. The toy sales are in the crapper. And believe me, folks, Star Wars is a toy brand first now. It's where the big money came in. And quite frankly, if it's not pulling in big time toy money, I don't think Disney will ever really figure out the game thing. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. So the only other big money will be blockbuster films. Well, it's going to be a long time till they have a blockbuster film again. Screwed the pooch on that one. Neil Hersig, the tattoo guy, for $2. Please get Kathleen Kill Your D and Alex Hertzman Trending. Oh, I'll remember that one. I like Kathleen Kill Your D. Mark Littlewood for $4.99. Is this a simple battle by consumers, or is it now a culture war? It's a culture war. Is there a difference? If so, what's the difference? No, this is a culture war. The battle for consumers is when it starts. And if the corporation changes their ways and bends the knee, I think the movement is over. When the corporation doubles down on the politics and ramps things up to their own detriment, culture war. Mark Littlewood, thank you. F the Karenarchy. Oh, Joel Flicks for $2. F the Karenarchy. Ah, remember that one. Patrons, we're almost done here. Chrononaut, has anyone considered posting the leaks to the Disney Twitter post with the claim ownership of tweets? I will get the popcorn. Oh, Chrononaut, that is a great idea. And day after tomorrow, I will do that. I will do that. I will put May the 4th be with you and post the leaks. If my Twitter account gets fucking flamed, I don't care. Paleo Geek Chris, comics, stop talking so much. Ha ha ha. I know, he wasn't talking a whole lot. He came in so late. Fame Bright Studio for £10. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole filled with the end of worms and an oozy smell, nor yet dry, bare, sandy hole with nothing in it to sit down or to eat. It was a Karen hole, and that means comfort. I almost made it through that. Thank you for the £10. Big as $169 for $5. Guys, if you end up needing a lawyer, ask Quarter Black Garrett to send you the half Asian bill. The half Asian bill? Half Asian bill. I will. I have like a degree of separation from Steven Crowder, and because me and Quarter Black, we're buds now. So he wore my shirt on Louder with Crowder. Hell yeah, that was awesome. I just want to acknowledge all the great work several of the Fandom Menace channels have done covering this Naughty Dog story. Jeremy, best of luck to you fighting this blatant censorship opinions. Thank you, Gary N, for $10. Yeah, I'm not going to get in this very much. Because I mean, unless they keep striking people. Trooper Bear FN 25, but I mean, honestly, I got to finish my Star Trek Picard review. I have now 2 more. I'm probably going to I got another Doctor Who video to do for sure, but I have to do it quick. And then something else will come on. Oh, I'm going to do a Batwoman one because I've been quietly catching up on Batwoman. Oh. See, you know that whole thing, I got to watch what I talk about. I was planning on doing a Batwoman video, and I'm like, I got to catch up, and God, it's fucking awful. Now, trust me, I skip through shit, and I fast forward, but I've watched a lot of it. I'm not caught up completely yet. R. Fletch for $5. Walk through 20 minutes of woke, great gunfight, 35 minutes of cringe, gunfight, etc. R. Fletch for $5. Walk through 20 minutes of woke, get to a great gunfight, 35 minutes of cringe, gunfight. Oh, that must be something. Pretty much everything by Hollywood right now, R. Fletch. Russian Bot 1918 for $5. Abby is almost as masculine as some of the women on the LPGA tour. Almost? Almost. Goose. Oh, babyface, don't you know the best girl is the one with the beard? The best one is one with the beard. Use something to do. Okay, man. Goose for $5. Oh, babyface, don't you know the best girl is one with a beard? Gives you something to hang on to. Yellow Flash says, fuck Naughty Dog. Thank you. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the $2. Carl Page for $2. Yay, it's Ryan. Please yell. He didn't yell. The Fixer 1 for £2. To be honest, The Witcher is Ciri's story. Yeah. It's Ciri's story, and she's the most powerful thing and the most important, but I'm going to be real honest with you. She's not the most interesting character in the books or in the show. She's a MacGuffin. I kind of see her as a MacGuffin. She's the centerpiece. She's the girl who's the key to everything. I quite frankly thought she was the weakest link in the show. I thought the girl was way too wafy, and she's way too androgynous, and that's the other thing they're doing is they're not like. When was the last time you saw like a real fucking woman on the screen too, with a little bit of curve and yeah, they're just making everything. Pretty soon they're just going to be wearing gray jumpsuits. Everybody's going to have the same haircut, and they're all going to look. You know what they're going to look like? That the hologram from Picard episode 1 when he goes into the Starfleet archive. That's what everybody's going to look like in Hollywood pretty soon. Keep taking a stand against the woke nonsense, guys. You guys are a voice of reason against this insanity for $10. Magician Sapphire, thank you. You see, Hollywood has a monopoly on entertainment. Now, there's multiple studios competing, but it's all, if you think about it, it's all pretty much here in America. It's all in that town. If you want to make a TV show, if you want movies made, you have to get through those few studios, those few companies. So technically it's not a monopoly, but the gate is up and they are keeping you out. So when they're all like-minded, they can keep all the centrist and right-wing people out. And I don't think it's going to get better. I think it needs to go absolutely fucking broke before it gets better. And you know what? It might. A lot of them, if Disney goes fucking broke, holy shit. And no, Silicon Valley buying these companies isn't going to make things less woke. It'll probably make them more woke. Amazon teeters on it sometimes. They make some woke stuff. Magician Sapphire, thank you very much for the $10. Ty Timmons, I'm surprised the whole Naughty Dog versus Jeremy issue isn't national news. This false copyright crap can literally be used as a weapon to attack anyone with different opinion on the internet. And that's why we have to make videos about it and consistently bring attention to it. Because it will, for one, I don't think there's been any major strikes lately. So I think they realize they fucked up. And that's what I told Jeremy today. I think they realized they fucked up. So we could start talking pretty much freely about I'm going to put a couple memes in my video. I don't think anything will happen to it. But am I kind of daring them? A little bit, but not much. No, or I would just read the leaks, but I don't want to be a dick to it. Like when I knew the Game of Thrones spoilers, I didn't talk about them. I just, you know what? I don't need the clicks. I don't. It would certainly get me clicks, but it would certainly piss a lot of people off. And I piss enough people off anyway, and I don't want to ruin anybody's enjoyment of it. So I don't need the clicks. I'm not going to read the fucking spoilers. Other people can. Go for it. Some Centurio. I'm not sure if it's me, but one of the pictures of Abby looks almost like Ash's pose in the Army of Darkness poster. It absolutely does, and I'm going to match that up later. Gary, thank you. Autumn Mirabellis. Gary, imagine Doctor Who showrunner Tim Burton, writer Neil Gaiman, the Doctor Michael Sheen, and companion Carey Mulligan. Untapped gold. Hashtag RIP Doctor Who. Tim Burton doing a Doctor Who. He would... And Neil Gaiman? I'd be open to that. I think he'd be... Wow, yeah. That'd be interesting. But he's American. They won't let it happen. Trust me. Bozique. But I would... Neil Gaiman in a different era. Neil Gaiman is as woke as hell right now. Rich non-SJWs must buy science fiction IP and fix it. Bozique, if I win the lottery, I will try to buy you know what? Fuck buying one. I'll see if we can start a Flash Gordon. I think that's eminent. Is it eminent domain right now? Flash Gordon is something that could be turned into something really fucking cool. But I'd have to win the lottery. And the thing is, I don't play. So if I ever start playing and I win, then Yeah. But I'll choose Flash Gordon or Buck Rogers, one of the two. We'll get Mark C on it. In my opinion, billionaires who are not PC idiots have to start buying up science fiction franchises and start firing SJWs. Only way to start fixing this. Unfortunately, billionaires get on this weird level to where, I mean, they can't even relate to us. They have no idea. I have no idea why you'd need $1 billion. I mean, I'm okay with somebody making that. I'm not a communist, by the way. I'm okay with somebody making that, but maybe I don't have enough drive. And I think you have to be, if you're a billionaire, you had to be willing to make some decisions that probably fuck somebody over pretty bad. I'm guessing, I could be wrong. Maybe you just genuinely made your money without having to compromise. I don't know. Sporking News Podcast. First to Ryan, keep up the fit like the pit bull. Your second, Gary, don't get worked up. Don't get worked up. GRRM causes aneurysm. Third, Jeremy, hail to your diamond-studded balls. Hail. I will not get worked up in a GRRM aneurysm, but I get close sometimes. Dwayne Morris for $5. What do you think about the HBO series based on The Rest of Us? The Last of Us, you mean? Yeah, they're going to do aren't they doing a HBO series on the game? Yeah. We've seen Walking Dead. I mean, like, I'll be real with you guys. I'm going to do a video on this game. The plot, it does zero for me. A post-apocalyptic adventure about a zombie virus, and I just start falling asleep when I talk about it. Give me Elric. Give me Conan. Give me a fantastic world that we've never seen before. And you know what? Fucking right now, I don't want to watch anything about the fucking apocalypse. I really don't. I want to watch, like, the 1980 Flash Gordon movie. I want to watch Logan's Run, although that's kind of apocalyptic. Yeah. Dark Star. I want to watch something fantastic. Clash of the Titans. Fuck yeah. Captain Jack says, why is over, I'm gone? Captain Jack says, why is over, I'm gone? Mickey Mouse says, oh my, money's gone. Oh my God. It says Private Halo for 117. Captain Jack says, why is over, I'm gone. Sorry, I'm not getting that one. But Mickey Mouse's money is gone. And the only Captain Jack I know is Captain Jack Harkness. If you're talking about Sparrow, they need him back. The problem is, nobody's going to watch a fucking Pirates movie, Pirates of the Caribbean movie. We've already got like 18 of them. They're done. The first one was damn near perfect. It was damn near a perfect fucking movie. I love the first one. Fucking great. The sequels, nah. But the first one, fucking great. The Myriasphere Origins. Gary, I asked this before. You get that email yet? N.A. Come to Texas, Gary. I will eventually. For a visit very soon as the lockdown is over. Or maybe before the lockdown is over. If our lockdown goes past June, then yeah, I'm going on a fucking road trip. Bye. I'm getting the fuck out of California. Anthony Vogel for 50 Danish krona. No pixels for fascists comes from Amuda Antonio Foundation, which is a German ADL-like organization, which is headed by a former Stasi's informer. Wow. Nefarious organizations. J. Rickman 8 for $2. No, nothing to say, but he gave $2. Thank you very much. Black Tiger 001. Macho ma'am. Drunk man is a macho man. Oh, I can't sing that. Drunk man is a macho man. There you go. J. Rick Man 8 gives another $5, but nothing to say. Lethal Lightning for $2 says, yeah, but Ryan is still gay though. Yeah, we know that. We all know that. And we know he's gay for you, Lethal. Gay virus, G-virus. I almost say gay virus because it says G-virus. I got the gay virus. G-virus 00 for $2. Thanks for this. I enjoyed your live stream. Thank you, G-virus. And we are at the end of the live stream. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone on Patreon for your support. I would like to thank all the patrons who kept me company during this recording. I would like to thank everyone who super chatted during this episode and every other episode. I can't put into words how grateful I am for all of you, especially in these times with the salon closed. So thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe. And Mrs. Nerdrotic asked me to mention, please give a follow on Instagram, instagram.com/nerdrotic. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.